Hello, my beautiful friends. So, I got magical mail today. I got magical mail from Hestia. Thank you so much. It was in this cute little scroll with a little wax seal, and it's for Valentine's Day. It's a self love ritual. Excited to try it. I will let you know how it goes. Um, I do like these rituals that my witchy friends send me because I think they're very intentional, right? And as you know, if you watch the channel, I don't identify as a witch. Um, a lot of my friends do. And I absolutely respect the choices they make, and they respect me, and it's great because it shows that Christians can get along with everybody. Some Christians are snooty patooty, I get it. But I would also say some people in the pagan faith are snooty patooty also because I have a lot of there are a lot of people in the Druid world who don't accept what I do. But my group of girls, I know that I'm supposed to call us all women, but I'm an old person. I'm Gen X, and I don't get butthurt over the word girls because I like our girl gang of magical sisters. Like everybody does all this cool stuff, and so Hestia sent this beautiful card and this ritual, and it had this lace on it, and this beautiful little card, and then like a little thing that made me tear up, and because it's just so nice to have people that like get you. Like even though we don't do the same things, it's just nice to be in a community of people who get you. And when you do something like that, everybody else in the world will be like, oh, like that's kooky. Like we're not like that. We're like, oh, that's really cool. Like, oh, I could do that. Oh, I could do that and add this. And like it's awesome. Like you don't have to be ashamed or hide what you believe or what you do. It's so incredible. And so to that end, I got a letter in the mail in my own handwriting. And I knew it was my handwriting, and I put, whenever I'm writing something to myself, I put like Bagpipe Beth on it or Squeak or something so that I know that it's from me. And I'm like, when did I write myself a card? And I'm thinking like, did I do that when I was a kid? Is this coming to me from my teenagers? But then when I opened it, I remembered what it was from. So in the summer, I went to the first Northeast Pennsylvania, what was it called? Wild Women. It was a Wild Women Day. It was really, really cool. Very yoga heavy, but other cool things. And one of the people there, one of the sellers, she was selling these magical kits for like $5, and they were like mystery kits. So I bought a bunch, one for Nav and one for myself. And you could write yourself a little note, and then she would send it to you in 6 months, and it's 6 months. So this was written August 27th, and on the one side you were supposed to write something that you wanted to learn, and then on the other side you were to write affirmations. So what I wanted to learn was, I desire to learn how to use my gifts, magical energy, and healing. And then on the back I wrote, affirmations are always written in the present tense, so as if you already have the thing. So I celebrate my new McCrae McAllen bagpipes, which I didn't have at the time, didn't know I was getting, but do have now. I celebrate my ability to do magic, healing, and other ancestral arts. And for me, magic doesn't necessarily mean the kind of magic that witches mean or even druids mean, but like a different intentionality, I guess is the word. But really connecting with my ancestors, and I'm sort of working on that stuff now. So it was really just neat to get a note for myself. I think at our sisters' retreat, we should do this. We should bring envelopes, decorate them, write a note to ourselves, and then have everybody else write notes to put in our envelope. And then one of us will remember. I will remember because I'll put it on my calendar, and we'll send it out 6 months after our retreat as a way to remember our time together. So I'm going to pitch that to the girls, see what they think. But for now, let us get a rune pull, shall we? So, it's Friday. I have some things going on this weekend. Another sad loss at my college. One of our professors, young professors, her husband was killed in a car accident this week. I didn't know him, but everybody says he was just a super, super nice guy. She's a super nice woman. She's one of my favorite colleagues, and like my heart absolutely breaks for her. They have an 18-month-old daughter, and there just aren't words. I study language. I'm an English professor, and I can't form words that can provide any comfort. There's just nothing. What do you say? And people, when you're spiritual and when you're religious, because this was true when I was religious too, people come to you and say, well, how could God, who's so loving, do this and take this beautiful young man? And there's no explanation for it. Some people in the spiritual community believe that you know, you have a life contract that you choose, you know, who your parents are going to be, and you choose the life that you're going to live when you're here in this physical world. I don't know that I believe that, because that would, to me, it doesn't logistically make sense, because that I would choose, but then, like, my choices are dependent on other people and what they chose. Like, it just seems too complicated for me. But there's always a bigger plan, and we all have limited time, right? So we have to live that carpe diem, seize the day. We have to live every moment, because we really just don't know when it's the last. And so, you know, so that's just mixture of energy of, you know, really wanting to live your life, but then also being slightly terrified, right? Because you're afraid that if you go out, something will happen, or if, you know, what if that happened to me, or what if that happened to Dave? You know, like, you go in a cycle of weird energy, and it's important to, you know, connect with spirit and just say, listen, these things scare me, these things upset me, these things hurt. How do I get out of it? What could I do? What can I do for self-care? You know, and sometimes, and a lot of times, ritual does help with us. So Hesja's ritual may not make it till February 14th. I may need to do it sooner than later, just because I need to heal that space, that energy. But let's ask Spirit for a stone. You're like tickling me. Hagalaz, chaos. Right? I think I should pick another stone. They're coming at me. Dawn. I gotta think about this for a minute, because I pulled these two stones. I'm gonna think about what they mean together. I'll be right back. So, what's interesting about these two stones together is that things are often birthed through pain. If you are a mother, you know this. People say you don't remember contractions. That is horse hockey. My waist felt like it was on fire. Started here, wrapped around my body. That was a contraction. I felt like I was on fire. And lucky Dee Dee was cute, because why would you ever have another one? But that beautiful dawn, that beautiful beginning happens because there's pain. And Bridget, you know, the season of Bridget reminds us, you know, that new things are birthed sometimes out of fire and chaos. Life has been pretty chaotic. The new year has been pretty chaotic, but new things are coming to light. So some of you are going through some stuff right now. You're going through the chaos. You're going through the storm. It is a shit show beyond shit shows. You're going through it, but you have to go through it to get to that dawn, to get to that peaceful place, that new beginning, that place where you need to be. And it's all part of the bigger plan. Let's see what if Spirit has anything else to add to that. Dave made brownies. I just pulled them out of the oven. Wish you had smell-o-vision, because my house smells so good. It smells like brownies. It's funny, you can live in fear of that chaos, right? You can live in fear of that storm. You can hide under the bed. You can cover your ears, you know, so you don't hear that thunder and lightning, that you don't, you know, but, you know, April showers bring May flowers, right? You know, like we know when a forest burns, that new growth will come. I got Portal again. I decided that I am going to the Standing Stones place. I got all the Standing Stones cards yesterday. And there was a message that I needed to go there. I am going hiking. I'm not going to New Jersey. I need to go out in nature myself. I feel very called to go out by myself. And I feel bad in a way, because some of my friends have reached out and been like, oh, hey, I'm here. You're going hiking, you know, locally instead of going to New Jersey. Can I come with you? And I had to say no. And I normally wouldn't do that. So that just shows you the growth that Spirit's building in me, because I would normally say, oh, sure, you can come. I was like, I just need some time to myself. So I promise I'm going to get out with you at some point, but tomorrow is about me connecting with nature, connecting with Spirit, getting my head right in the right place so that I can be strong and courageous for my son. So I'm moving away from the energy of being a people pleaser and doing stuff for my own self-care. And that feels a little chaotic to me, and it is a new beginning for sure, but I need it. We got Portal again, which, by the way, this structure is at the place I'm going tomorrow. Not like this is like the Stonehengean structure. I'm going to a Standing Stones Park where this actual structure exists. So I feel I definitely need to, spend some time in there. And the Dagaz stone is about new beginnings. So the Green Woman is about feminine nature and oneness, going hiking by myself to connect with my inner feminine and to connect with my inner self. And that doorway, this says doorway or gateway. This is doorway, which is the oak tree, which in Druid culture is one of the important trees, and its strength. I have to go and do my own pilgrimage tomorrow, and then go for the thing that I had signed up for. But I need to do my own little pilgrimage first. I need to have a day of my own in nature tomorrow. Definitely a reminder from Spirit. I can get easily distracted by wanting to be with my friends and thinking that's the way I want to be. But after thinking about the cards and reflecting last night, I was like, I think Spirit's really telling me, like, you need a day on your own in there. Like, it needs to be a day about you and not about your friends and not about, any of that. You just need to do things on your own. And if they're your friends, your true friends, if they really are truly your friends, they're going to be there when you're done, right? And they're going to appreciate that you need this time on your own. And I know like the one person is going to be super offended and butthurt that I said no, but like I can't help it. Like my going out is not about you. It's about me. So, see if there's any cards from here. And Dave is here, so we'll say hi to Dave. I checked it with a toothpick 3 times. I did the trinity of toothpicks. He doesn't have his hearing aids in, so he can't hear me. Okay, no cards from here. I think I got the message that Spirit wanted for me, which is really, and Bridget too, like, I need to get back into nature on my own. I need to stop doing things because I do them for other people, and then I feel like I would normally feel like, oh, I have to take them with me because, like they're my friend, and I know they are really sensitive, and I know they're really going to have hurt feelings because, you know what? You got to take care of your own big girl panties. You just got to take care of it yourself. I can't be the person who entertains you, and I need to have my own well-being and strength, built up for myself for what I need for my son. So, like, while I understand, and I hope that we do get a chance to hike together later on, tomorrow's not about you. It's about me. It's about my health and my well-being and my self-care. And I need to do more of that, inspired by my friends. And speaking of such, I always get her name backwards. I call her Disco, so I don't know if it's Desert Disco or Disco Desert, but I call her Disco. She has a free giveaway. She's this amazing soul. I am going to link her video below. Please take a hot minute and go and watch it. She makes amazing things. She does amazing things. Her husband helps her. She's just a beautiful, beautiful soul. And I promised her that I would share her video on my next video. So I'm going to do that, and you should go watch it, and you should apply, even though that's competition, right? If I tell you about it, then you're going to put your name in, and I have a less of a chance of winning. But I believe Spirit will direct who wins it, and the person who should have it will get it. So I am wishing you all the best and light and love. Give Disco some loving. Take care. Bye-bye.